Hey folks, just got a quick little Lyrics 101 video for you today. It's a bit thrown together. I am literally recording this on Christmas Eve, but you know what? I promised at least one video a week for season 12, which we're still in. And the video advertising Use Your Words being part of the Steam Winter Sale, I don't really count that as the same kind of content that I promised in season 12. So anyway, this video is called Rhyming in the Wild because it's about how to write lyrics, and I guess it also could apply to rhyming poetry, when you don't have access to the internet and you don't have your rhyming dictionary. Now, it's increasingly unlikely you'll be in this situation as we move forward into the 21st century because almost everybody has Wi-Fi all the time. And you could ideally, anyway, take your rhyming dictionary with you, but maybe you don't have a rhyming dictionary and you rely on something like rhymezone.com. Well, this is what I did back before smartphones and before I owned a rhyming dictionary. In fact, in college, I wrote a show called OUsical the Musical because I went to OU and it was a satire of my college. But at the time, I worked at the Burger King on campus in order to raise the money to put on this show at the end of the spring semester of my senior year. And so I actually wrote lyrics in the following way on brown paper napkin wrappers, and I think like 2/3 of the first drafts of the songs from that show were written on Burger King napkin wrappers. But anyway, this could get you started if you were maybe out camping or whatever. So first off, if you don't have a rhyming dictionary, what you can do is make a quick and dirty rhyme key, or whatever you want to call it, by writing down all the consonants over here. Y is considered sometimes a vowel, sometimes a consonant. I include it. And then maybe some really common consonant clusters like CH, TR, PL, FR, I don't know, SH. There's really no exact correct way to do this, or, I'm not really doing the Wheel of Fortune, RSTLNE. Like, there's no science to whether or not these are the most common. I'm just kind of doing these off the top of my head. But okay, so now if we go, I want to rhyme a word like mate. Well, we have bait, Kate, date, fate, gate. I'm a little worried that maybe in my haste to write all this stuff out, I forgot one of the consonants, but whatever I did, here we are. So now we have our rhyming key, and another trick we can do, and this is one that musical theater legend Stephen Sondheim recommends, is if we know the subject of our song, we can start doing likely rhymes, just to kind of get a little word bank going. So, off the top of my head, let's say we want to write a song about Home Alone, the movie Home Alone. Okay, so in my bad handwriting with my extremely weird way of holding a pen, there we go. We know our subject. That should be an L, not a weird C. Okay, so we're going to figure out some key words to make some key rhymes, not to be confused with our rhyming key. So let's say Kevin, that's the name of the main character. Well, Bevan, Devin. Well, there's heaven. Now, we might not end up using that one, but we have it. Now let's see. Could we do something like an ing verb but leave off the G, like revin? That's the kind of thing we can do. Now let's think about Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern play two characters that are like the bad guys, but the Daniel Stern character calls them the Wet Bandits. So let's see. Bandit. Candid. Now, C-A-N-D-I-T is not a word, but the phrase candid, or when Joe Pesci comes to the house, he's disguised as a police officer. So maybe it's something where they planned it. This, this kind of technique, it's really a shortcut, a life hack, if you will. what this does is it makes it less likely that you're going to run into problems where you've painted yourself into a corner trying to rhyme. This can give you a sense of where you want to go with the song, and obviously these are not amazing. I don't know that Heaven or Revan would make it into this song, but this is just a way to get started if you're out on your own, don't have Wi-Fi, or, if you just want to kind of write old school. I rely heavily on a rhyming dictionary, but I didn't always, and the songs I wrote were still pretty okay. But if you want to avoid doing rhymes like moon, June, me, see, be, and of course I do a lot of those rhymes, so there's no shame in it, but if you want your rhymes to be a little more colorful, a little more flavorful, or a little more unique to the subject matter of your song, this is a good way to get started. So again, just a quick little video to give you some tips, some tricks on how to rhyme in the wild. I hope everybody who's celebrating Christmas has a wonderful Christmas, and I hope everybody who's not at least gets a little time off, little R&R. So anyway, happy holidays, and I'll see you next week.